welcome everybody to Monday Night Madden. I see you, Doggles. Welcome in. Give you a quick shout out here. I do apologize if you hear some air blowing into my microphone. I have my ceiling fan on. It's a little warm in my room. Alright. So we got our rematch against the Vikings, who we did play earlier in the season, and they beat us. So this is kind of our revenge match. Vikings won their game last week, so they're 6-5. As everybody else knows, we are 8-3 after our win last week against the Bears. But we are at home this time, so that should definitely help. Take a look at how we compare here. As you can see, offensively we're not too bad off. I mean, passing we don't do a lot of passing, but when we do, we tend to do decent. I mean, we're ranked 28th in the league in passing, but that's beside the point. Our defense, however, definitely needs some work. But we're 8-3. We're looking really good. We're first in the division right now. Take a look at the playoff picture here and see where we would be at. So it looks like, as of right now, we would be number 2. We'll be the 2nd seed as of right now. So the playoffs ended right now. Would be a 2 seed, and we'd have to do the wild card game. But we're looking really good right now. Goal now is to make the playoffs and see where we go from there. But let's get this rematch started here. See if we can't get that dub. Absolutely, Doggles, absolutely. We got to get this dub. They beat us the first time, but I don't think they're going to beat us twice. Feeling pretty confident that we can
from Ford Field in Detroit.
Feeling pretty confident we can get this dub. Especially if Doggles and Patio show up like they did last week. Y'all had a big game last week. One second, guys.
And the Detroit Lions taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers
There's the
were
playoff
reserved
picture
for the
again.
hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
All right. Looks like we're going to be on defense first.
And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
All right, here we go.
And no run back here, so they'll bring
See
it
if
out
the
to
defense
25.
can
The Minnesota offense ready to go to work
come out
here.
with a
Their
good start
quarterback
here.
in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
At least we tackled them right away. We didn't give up the yards after catch. I'm okay with that.
Now this defense for the
Gave up
Lions,
9
they
yards
put
on the
together a
pass,
strong
but
effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now?
Renegade with a tackle there.
Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open?
Definitely got to try to contain Dalvin Cook, that's for sure.
From a week ago, 23 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200
There we
plus
go.
in this game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Excuse me.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And out of bounds on
Damn.
the other side of midfield at the 45.
They did tell us they wanted to
Yeah, they're
establish
going to
a
run the
ground
ball
game
a lot, I
early, didn't
think.
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you gotta like that.
Just got
They
to try to
strung together a
contain it
couple
as
of
much as
first downs,
possible.
Establish what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And
Boy
nothing
Mitch
doing.
with the tackle
He's
there.
immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play.
Some
and it's
help with the
2nd down.
linebacker.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Oh, Renegade just about got a sack there.
Shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Escapes the sack. And a big
Boom.
pass here as he's
Renegade
taken
with
down.
the assisted
Romeo
sack there.
Okwara gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Now
Big
Jordan
stop
Berry
there on
to kick this
defense.
one away.
Big stop on defense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
All right,
So now we'll
see
get
what
a
the
look at
offense can do
other
here.
offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago.
It's all right.
2 trips to the end zone and
Didn't get
well
much on
past
that
100
run, but it's all
yards.
right.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Here we go.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's
Defensively,
not
you're
a
facing a
problem.
top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic
So
number.
they're going to try to
20
send
points
some
scored
pressure
gives yourself
here.
you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you
It's
turn
short
into a shootout, and
fuse.
that means your offense has to keep pace.
Job short.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is Tomlinson who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Only got a yard on that
Yes,
run, but
the
that's
second meeting of
I'm
these
fine
two
with that.
teams, you might recall they met back in week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Right back to Swift again.
Blocks, good blocks.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Yeah, we're going to switch to a pass here real quick.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right.
There's Doggles with a catch. There we go.
And that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Good run, good run.
A solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
Good run.
Number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Moving the ball right down the field.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
There we
That's
go.
what you're looking for in setting a tone.
Gain of 5.
Get your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us,
just short of the goal
crazy.
line. That's okay.
They really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish
3rd
it
and
off
goal
the
from
same
the
way.
1.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's see if we can't pound this in here.
Looking to run with Jefferson.
There we go.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
All right, got the first points on the board.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
All right.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Off to a good start.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football.
Come on, defense.
One play
Let's get
has
another
them
stop.
up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. Powers through. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now, after the running play, we've got a man
Damn,
down
that's like their
on
3rd
the field.
player now that's been hurt.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
Good stop.
Combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That one complete.
Should be short of the first down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends.
Good stop. Good stop.
The guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
Not even close.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
All right.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal
Starting off
conditions.
with great field position here. See if we can capitalize on it.
Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get
nice
better
run on
and
first
better.
down.
Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
There we go, first down.
Out at the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Running right through him.
Good job, Patio. Big catch by Patio.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Yeah, it almost ended really bad.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have
TJ with a catch.
Down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the running game with Swift. And
good
he'll
run.
Down this time at the 5-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunity.
And he'll get
there we go.
End zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Back-to-back drives with touchdowns.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Off to a great start right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd
There
rather
we
get
go.
in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
Good run stop, good run stop.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss
Damn,
of the tackle.
gave up way too many yards on
Up
that.
to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I didn't think he got that first down, but whatever.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Excuse
It's
me.
amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Cook on the first
Good
down
tackle by
carry as he
Renegade.
works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter
There we
later.
go.
Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Third and short yardage. Cousins.
Oh, Jesus.
Open here, Adam Thielen. The 20. Touchdown.
Fuck.
Vikings. Adam Thielen.
Wow, they left him
Touchdown
wide
number 7 of the
open.
year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive that time
hurts
of
a little
6
bit.
plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score.
It's alright, still early.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah, it's still early. We're fine.
Taking it about the 1.
Good run by Short.
As he'll be stopped
Good return.
just shy of the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then. and
That's
he's
the
already
plan.
made
This
during it once
that's
in
definitely
this
the plan,
We always
Jay.
talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other.
Blocks on the
downfield.
edge.
I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down
Yeah,
a yard
we'll
or
take
two
that.
shy
We'll
of
take
the
that.
40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. Swift's got the first down.
There
and
we
then
go.
some.
And he is out of bounds, but not before.
Not even out of the
he's
first
inside
quarter
the
yet,
30.
and our running back's over 100
One thing for
yards.
sure, this
Not a
defense
bad
has to
start.
Figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far
Good
he
catch,
can run
Patio,
without
good
the ball.
catch.
And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
second down, Swift. And on this one, he'll
First
get
down.
to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Into one. Still up by a touchdown.
Score.
We're doing all right.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And able to get him down.
Good run.
He does reach the 5.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Goff now to throw. And
Patio with the touchdown catch.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the
Oh, that's
Lions are
Patio's first
extending the
touchdown
lead.
catch.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7.
All right. See if the defense can get a stop here.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Hope everybody's had a good
And
Monday.
no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook in the
I had
offense heading
today
back
off,
out.
and I've
He's
got
been
tomorrow
good. They've
off.
utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it.
I don't think
Sometimes
he's
people
watching
after
at the
a while, they
moment
don't
because
want
he's
to tackle him
currently in
anymore.
Vegas,
Or
but I
they
do
get
want
tired,
to
they
give
get out of position, or he runs through
Visions a
tackles.
happy birthday.
Continue to feed
If you
him the
guys
ball.
haven't
He's
done
having
so
that
on
kind of game.
Discord,
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in
give
some
our
different
boy
ways here.
Visions a happy birthday.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And the Lions
There we
pressure
go.
Too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Aquara. What a play by him.
Coverage
That's
sack.
gonna go as a loss of 13. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Good D, good D.
Be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18.
Decent return.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep
There
everybody
we go.
here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said,
Decent
everything
run
is
on
really
first
working
down.
well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On first down, gone.
Job, Jay. Jay Doggles with a catch.
46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
Ooh.
And it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that.
He read that one like a
can
book.
Go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for
Sorry.
second down, staying
Not
on the
a big
schedule.
deal.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Buying time to his left.
I thought that running back was going to pick him up.
Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time.
All right,
and I think
we're going to go for it.
Once he got
4th
out of the
and
box,
2.
whether you just throw the ball away and he winds
Yeah,
up only
we'll go
picking up
for
a
it.
yard or
We'll
two.
give it to the fullback here.
Staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Give it to the Penn State guy.
Yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect,
Patio,
he has
you
the
missed a
ability
block
to
there, bud.
scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's going to hook
Job,
up with his
Patio.
tight end, complete. And this
Made
is
up
gonna
for it
turn
with a
into
nice
another
catch
first
there.
down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
And that's a more than acceptable read
See if
right
we
there.
can't hit
because
a,
it's zone coverage, so timing is
play
everything.
action
This
pass
time
on
he
him
waits for his
here.
man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught.
He caught it. Back of the end zone. Touchdown.
Tyrell Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Nicely done.
Cybered on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
All right, we're looking good, guys. We are looking really good tonight.
Plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot.
That's a good catch by that wide receiver.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Good run stop. Good
Certainly
run
a nice
stop.
job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's a good run stop, though.
That right there, good sign.
Definitely didn't get very far. Just barely got that first down.
But they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how
Why
you
are
end
we
up not
putting a
converting. Just too much
lineman
yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
on that dude?
From just shy of midfield, Cousins complete. Jefferson the target.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's got this.
Damn
to
it.
Jefferson.
All right, they're starting to kill us with that fucking pass game again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against
That's
them
because
a
they're
few minutes
down
ago,
big.
because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Running from the shotgun with Madison. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Damn.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a
Oh,
first and
he
goal as
didn't
they
get in. I thought he got in.
there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw is Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes.
There we go.
Sacked at the 10. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Cousins now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, come on,
They
D.
don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, yeah.
And we get another sack. There we go.
Around the 18-yard line.
Held him to a field goal.
Jamie Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to
Nice
themselves
job by the
right now,
defense.
we have to do something differently.
Joseph's got it. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All right. And we're just going to try to chew up some clock here to go into halftime. Move the ball, eat some clock.
To begin their drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now here's a throw right side, taken in.
Job, Patio.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And
Oh.
out of bounds.
Oh, I thought he was going to get in.
A big play there for Detroit. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident.
So
running the football.
close.
A big reason why this streak has occurred, They've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jefferson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He'll try again. And he's able to break out a one.
Oh, I thought he got in.
Down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground now on 3rd.
Yeah, we'll go into the 2-minute warning here.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll try and run. Here's Jefferson.
There we go.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamar Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is
Up
on
35 to 10. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Not a bad first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys? And he works free. And he's got room.
Oh, my God.
Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson.
Wow.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key
Defense
is
whiffed
calling
on
it in the
that.
right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing
Wow.
on the next play. But sometimes
No
it's
one
okay to
picked that
dream
guy
big
up.
because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there
Damn.
not hitting him before the
Linebacker
ball
did better
arrived,
covering
and
him than I
gotta tell
thought.
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic
Damn.
as well, think I've got to be there right now. Instead, in
They
this case,
shut us
timed
down
it
real quick.
perfectly and knocked it free.
The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, shit.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Yeah. That's a 15-yard penalty.
He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Yeah, it was my bad.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by
Hey, you
Jefferson.
fucking tackled him that time.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. As they'll
All right,
stop it with just
defense,
over
come
40
on now.
seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
There we
Throw
go.
for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
There we go. Pick 6 towards the end of the half. We'll take that.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6.
I think our boys came to play today.
As this one's in the air.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback satisfied.
There you go. Just knock it
Not
down.
at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
They're not really a leader.
not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. That is caught by Thielen.
Please be an offensive holding.
This all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh
So
my
they will
God.
accept the penalty and move forward.
That hurts.
A bad time for a roughing penalty.
You
And
think?
they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Just about got
Down
there
to
with
15
another sack.
seconds now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the
tackle,
middle.
good tackle.
That's Cook. Now a timeout
They're gonna
signaled
kick
for,
the
and
field
they'll
goal,
give
or
it
they're gonna
10
run another
seconds
play?
to go before halftime.
Yeah, they're going to kick a field goal. Kind of
So
figured.
on 3rd down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Joseph is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Yeah, we'll just take a
So
knee
time
here to end the
perhaps for
half.
one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our
Pretty
man,
good
Jonathan
first half there,
Coachman,
guys.
at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things
We're running the
definitely
ball
getting
well. We're
interesting
passing the ball
around the
pretty
NFL
well,
as we
too.
begin the month of
Averaging 8
December.
yards.
So let's get right to it. We'll get started
Play.
down at Hard Rock Stadium in
Not
Miami.
bad at all.
And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Kenny Galladay, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, guys. I'm going to take a quick break, refill my coffee, smoke a cigarette, and I will be right back, guys. All right. We are back. Evil Rican, I appreciate you stopping in, bro. Give you a quick shout out here. once my computer catches up. All right, let's get this second half underway.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is
Started off really
underway.
well. Let's see if we can continue.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25.
Good return by
actually the
short fuse there.
26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now gone.
Ah, shit.
To force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Pretty much everything.
I saw that linebacker too late.
But now an interception on the opening drive
It's
of
all
the
right.
3rd quarter.
We're in good shape. We're fine.
Here. Don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
All right, D.
4 yards on the pickup there.
Let's get a stop
it'll
here.
leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Here's Cousins.
There's Renegade with a sack.
Back at the 23-yard line.
There we go.
And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change?
Hey, we'll take that.
Play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end
Throw an
result
interception, hold them
on
to
the
a field goal.
Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That's a win for the defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field
All
goal.
right, here we go. Let's see if we can get the offense jump started here.
Trots back onto the field. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see.
There we go, first down.
Of the ground game.
It's over 200 yards.
At the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Goff on first down.
Just misses the running back.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Damn.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third. Goff. Steps away to his left.
Nice play, Doggles. Way to come back for that.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
There we go, first
They've
down.
seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't
Doggles is hurt.
to it themselves.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him,
We don't need
we'll
that.
step aside and be right back. On first down, it's gone. And he takes a shot.
We'll take the incomplete. We'll take the incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, Swift.
Good run on second down. Good
Gets
run.
him a little extra space and then drop just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a
shoulder.
3rd and 3.
Yeah, we'll keep
Lots of
Doggles
plays
in.
on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
There we go, first down.
The 13 and picks up the first.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
There we go.
Touchdown.
Their touchdown pass. We'll take it.
Third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Seibert.
All right.
Up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
That was a good drive.
Following
Good
the
bounce back
touchdown,
drive
here's
after the
Seibert now to
interception
kick
on the
it
first
off.
one.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Adam
Excuse
Thielen,
me.
he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's...
Oh, there's another pick. There we go.
Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Job,
He's really
D. Good
putting
job.
together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
On first down, Swift.
Decent
5
run on
yards
first
the
down.
carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll
Just
be
shy
brought
of the
down about
first,
the
just
25
shy.
After a pickup of 4.
We'll hit the fullback here.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
There we go.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Goff. Being chased out left.
Ooh.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to get
Nice
this down inside
toe
the
tap
15
there on the
into
sideline.
14 before he's out of bounds.
Good catch, short fuse.
On 2nd down, a run with Jefferson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Nice run there, Jefferson.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that
false
could be a
start.
problem.
God
Think
damn
of
it.
this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance
Let's
in
see
this
if we
game,
can catch
a
them
lot
off
of pluses
guard
in their
here with
boxes
the
so far.
And they'll try again
jet
here,
sweep.
1st and goal after the false start. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he takes this one.
And short fuse gets in.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
There we go.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
All right, we're looking good tonight, guys.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Good stop. Good
And
stop,
he went
guys.
nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, somebody forgot to cover the running back. God damn it.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Jesus Christ.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that linebacker blitz didn't do a damn thing on that.
The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's going to get this
Come on
down
now.
near the 30-yard line.
Gotta start covering that pass better than that.
After watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
There we go.
Down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this
Job, D.
case,
Good
they
job.
had no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Not even close.
Not gonna be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is.
Even if that thing would have been straight, it wouldn't have made it.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more. The cherry on top, maybe, as this game goes forward. Chaz Surratt there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right.
Nice catch, Doggles.
And look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys.
Here we go, first down.
For a nice explosive run. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
All right.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
All right, here we go. Come on, defense.
Drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
Fuck's sake.
Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now? Start over again.
Wasn't the way we wanted to start that drive at all.
One play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cousins gives way to Cook.
There we go.
That 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back, and they put over 350 yards on
not
you,
doing
you've had
so
a
well.
long day. The key to
Well,
everything,
their passing
if
game
you're
is doing
doing
really
it
well.
without
Our
throwing
passing
interceptions and
defense
turning the ball
is
over.
Give him
something
5
to
on
be
the carry
desired.
there, and it'll be second down. Cousins. Looking right.
Why is
sideline,
that not
but it's
intentional
incomplete.
grounding?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins.
Rude boy Mitch with a sack.
Back at about the 37-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot
Tell you
handle
what,
this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time
defense is
and
giving up
time
some
again,
big plays,
to the
but they're
tune of
coming up
7
big when
sacks
we
in this
need it.
game thus far.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This from 54 yards away.
He
And that
missed it
is
again.
No good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
And shedding through the tackle. And
There we
they'll
go.
get him down as he's inside the 40. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Forced out to his left.
Nice catch, Patio.
And look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Patio with a nice catch there on the sideline to end the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL
Excuse
on
me.
EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, you said
Not
earlier,
even
this
worried about
defense
the
is
fact
probably
that
gonna
we
need to
didn't
hold these guys
get
right
very
around
far on
20
that
or
run.
under that. If they were going to have a chance, it was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Out of the gun, Goff. Dancing to his left. He opted to go
that's
with
fine,
a
that's
scramble,
fine.
gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play.
Just
and the
didn't want to make a
coverage was
stupid
excellent.
play.
He tried to pull
So we'll
it
take
down
the field
and run
goal
for
here.
it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because
Okay,
he hasn't
what the
missed
fuck?
all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made
There
field
we
goal,
go.
Seibert back out there to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they get
God
him down
damn
now
it.
before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Jesus.
This one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
Come on now.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rude boy there with almost getting the sack there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook.
Wow.
Get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Joseph on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown
Yeah, and their
run
pass
coming
game
from Dalvin
kicked
Cook.
our ass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Whoa, what the fuck just happened there?
His way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now Goff. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one
We'll
out
just
in a
play
hurry
field
because he just
position
knew
here.
he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Nice hit.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many
There
times
we
have we
go.
done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins.
There we go.
Lions pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake, then we give up the goddamn 17 yards for a first down. What the shit?
And on that last play there. He's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget,
Damn.
that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone
Passing
dialed in.
game is
Here's
killing us.
second and a yard. Cousins to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Cousins. A throw left side, complete to his receiver,
Hey,
Westbrook.
we didn't give up yards after
They'll
catch
contain
this
him to
time. That's
just
fucking
4.
different.
Second down. To throw, Cousins. Under pressure,
Renegade with a
and
big
down
sack.
he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete.
There we go.
That's Cook. And he'll get
Damn
it out
time
to
we stopped him.
midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Looks like they're going to go
They
for
do
it.
get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
There we go.
49, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD,
That was
this defense,
huge.
at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type
See,
of
it's another one of those situations where we give up big plays, big plays, big plays, and then the defense
with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot.
bites
and
down on
take
that
off the
mouthpiece
pass.
and starts making some decent stops.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, it's Jefferson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit.
There we go, 1st down.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a
Damn.
1st down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll
What
be brought
the
down at about the
fuck was
42.
that?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Go off a handoff here to Swift. Nowhere to go here.
Oh,
He
for
lost the football.
fuck's
And the
sake.
Vikings pick up the football. And he's just
Yeah,
across
try to get
midfield
tricky. That
and
was
down
my
at the
bad.
49-yard line.
It's all good.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching,
Damn.
hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
Fucking passing
no matter
game,
what
man.
position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
Probably could have picked that off if they would have been paying attention.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw complete to Herndon.
For fuck's sake, hit the dude.
Not before reaching the 10-yard
God
line.
damn.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Cousins again. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
There's Renegade with the recovery there.
These guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Goff steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of
there we
scrimmage.
go. We'll take that.
Slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, Jefferson. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 5 yards on first.
2-minute warning.
Just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I think we got the dub tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Linebacker came out of nowhere and made a stop on that. It's all right.
They're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, Renegade with the sack, fumble, which is picked up and returned for a touchdown.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the
it's going to seal the deal there, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't really matter what happens now.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32.
That's ball game.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this
We'll run one play here to get the clock moving, and then we'll take some knees to
what happens when you get this big of a
end it.
deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. may take a knee.
That's ball game. All right.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's
In the
another thing to
revenge
put up the
matchup,
amount of
we got
points
the
that they
dub.
did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Rude boy,
Like
what's going on, brother?
Things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being
We
in
looked
the
good
zone.
tonight, brother. Oh,
So for
we
Detroit,
crushed them this time.
they continue to make their
They
case
kicked our
for
ass the
playoffs
first
as
time,
they move to
the first
9-3.
matchup we had,
They'll hit the road
and
next week to take on
we came
the
out this
Denver
time and
Broncos. Meanwhile, for the
defense put on a
Vikings,
show.
they
They gave
fall
up some
6-6
big plays,
now
but
on the campaign. And
forced a
they'll look to
lot
get
of
back on the
turnovers.
beam next week as they host
You
the
had at
Pittsburgh
least one
Steelers.
sack that I know of.
And for Charles
Renegade
Davis, our entire
had,
crew here at EA Sports, I'm
I think,
Brandon Gaudin.
3.5 with
So long,
a
everybody.
sack, or with a fumble, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Had some interceptions. Offense looked really good as usual, but we played really well. We played very well. Definitely impressed with the showing we put on this time, rather than the first time around. Excuse me. So that puts us at 9-3, guys. Oh, Renegade gets an upgrade. All right. So that puts us at 9-3. Looks like next week we got the Broncos. Should be a good game. I'm not sure what the Broncos record is. We'll take a look real quick. See what their record is for next week. Broncos are 5-6. So depending on how they played in their game, they could be 5-7 when we play them next week, or they might be even at 6-6. Should be a good matchup. Looks like we might have some pretty good games coming up. I think the final game of our schedule for the regular season, if I remember right, should be the Packers, I think. Yeah, final game of the regular season will be a rematch against the Packers. So we got some pretty good games coming up. Broncos, Cardinals, Falcons, Seahawks. So we got some, might have some tough ones coming up. We got the Broncos next week, and then the Cardinals. And then for the game against the Falcons, I will have to put that game off a week because I will be out of town. I've got my dad's wedding coming up in 2 weeks. So I'll be able to do the most likely we'll be able to do the I'll definitely be able to do the Broncos game. I might be able to do the Cardinals game. It just depends on when that's gonna fall. Um, if not, but I'll keep everybody informed on Discord. Um, but we may have to postpone the Monday Night Madden for a week because like I said, I will be out of town. Um, but I do want to thank everybody for popping in. Jay Doggles, thanks for stopping by. Evil Rican, Rude Boy, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. But we're going to take a look here. See who we got to raid. Anybody in chat, there's somebody you would like me to raid out to, please, please, please put their name in chat and we will go show them some taco love. Let's see, we got 100 Years is on. Jesus Pals is on. Yucky. Oh, Cram is on. We might raid Cram. Yeah, I think we'll, unless somebody else in chat has a suggestion, I think we're going to raid out to Cram 970 tonight. He is on, looks like he's playing Rogue. So we'll show Cram some taco love tonight here. Again, thank everybody for coming in. I appreciate you. Like I said, let's go show Cram some love. And I will see y'all next week against the Broncos. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, guys. And I will see y'all next week.